He will. He's done it again.
Quick conversations with King Drew Million. Quick conversations with King Drew Million. Quick conversations with King Drew Million.
Quick conversations with King Drew Million.
Let's chop it up.
What's happening, family? Welcome to another episode of Quick Conversation with King Drew Millions. It's your boy, Mr. Quick.
And I'm King Drew Millions. And this podcast is being sponsored by the Professional brand, where we always keep it P, and the Hive, where visions get elevated. And today we have a special guest, Miss Cookie, who agreed to come chop it up with us.
She is a mother. She is an entrepreneur, fellow attendee of Prairie View A&M University, and a fellow podcaster. You know what I'm saying? Welcome, Miss Cookie.
Thank you for having me. What up, y'all? It's your girl, Miss Cookie Baby.
Yes, ma'am. And outside of us getting to know her personally and know her trials, tribulations, struggles, and success, the main topic of today is going to be, does neglect kill love? Love doesn't always end in chaos. Sometimes it just fades away. No screaming, no betrayal, just distance. A call that doesn't get returned, a conversation that never happens. We call it being busy. We call it stress. But what if it's just plain neglect? Does neglect kill love or expose what was really not strong enough to last? Let's chop it up.
Nah, for real. I want to start just with asking the question, like, can you slowly fall out of love with a person because they may be neglecting you, like FaceTime or, you know what I'm saying, just QT. When I say QT, I mean
Quality time. Absolutely. That's actually my primary love language. And yeah, it has happened.
Yeah.
There wasn't any infidelity. He was great on paper. It just was the neglect. It was the I have her so I don't have to do as much mentality.
All
and
right,
that's the worst thing.
Because I already got a response to that. But
Go ahead.
before we get all the way into that, let's just bag up a little bit. We're going to bag up. Where you from?
Acres Home, Texas.
Oh, Acres.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Acres
I
Home.
am a 4-4 girl.
You're a 4-4 girl.
Mhm.
All right, so you Metro Mart baby or what?
Yeah. Thank God for T-Well. Shout out to Lou.
I lived on DeSoto for a little bit.
Oh, see, I'm a West D girl.
okay,
West D.
Okay.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah,
Yes,
so
indeed.
I went to Shotwell too.
Oh, I'm sorry for that. I'm sorry for that. I went to Burbank, so it wasn't no better.
So how was it growing up in Acres Home for you?
I loved it. I mean, I'm so Acres Home. I'm a part of Acres Home Chamber of Commerce. Everything I do, I always give back to my community. Acres Home shaped me. I always say I had the best of both worlds, because although we were in the hood, my mom made sure we didn't have a hood mentality. So our schooling, we stayed busy. We stayed heavy on the community service. She did not play. But I said, like, my grandmother, I got to grow up with my great-grandmother. My cousins were my siblings. I have siblings, but we all grew up as siblings. And we didn't realize we were struggling. They did a great job to make sure. I mean, I got one aunt that fed us all off of one plate.
Wow.
We was in a line, get your scoop and go. And then as so many of us came, it was grouped by age group. So, my little age group might be over there with all the forks. And then, my brother and them age group. And I mean, we enjoyed it. We stayed outside all day. I drank out the water hose.
Yeah.
We walked to the store with no problem, long as we were in a group.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I wish I can go back to that, because my kids don't get that. They don't have that. They don't have that.
Right.
And see, I'm going to bring that back up later in the show.
So how many brothers and sisters you got? You speak about siblings.
Whew. So I have 4 brothers. I am the only girl.
Wow.
I'm the baby from my dad, but I'm the oldest from my mom. So
That's why you so doggone tough.
yeah, she should be my mama. She ain't got no brothers. I don't know why that lady like that. Yeah, I am for it tough.
Dang, so how was it growing up with 4 brothers?
Oh, it was ghetto. The younger ones,
never down.
yeah, the younger ones think they older than me. The older ones, they, one of my brothers was cool. I got a brother, we 11 months apart. He was cool. He tried to like big brother me now, and I'm like, bro, we the same age. But he really take his title. That oldest one, he used to put me in some compromising positions. Like my daddy will tell him don't have no girls over, and you a kid. So when your daddy say what you did today, oh, Rodney had this girl, she was cool, blah blah blah. Now I'm stuffed in the couch. I didn't know,
Snitching.
Yeah, I didn't know though. I was just excited to tell my daddy I had fun with my big brother and whoever this girl was over for the day. But
she was cool.
yeah, it was cool. It really was fun.
Did they make you play sports and all that?
I was a sports head. They play sports, but I'm the sports head. I'm the sports fanatic. So, I'm outside borrowing they clothes. Like my mom all the time, you're not a boy. You're not a boy. I'm out there hooping. I'm going to hoop. Don't put no dress on me. Don't put the stockings on. So I'm finna be out there rolling on the ground playing football.
In the concrete you played?
Concrete, yes. I've dislocated both knees doing that. Crazy work. Trying to block.
Our girl, cause we used to play football, baseball, any sport, but we playing on
See?
the concrete, tackling and everything.
Yep, I got to be all-time quarterback. It was nice.
I ain't really had no girl cousins that came around and took part off in the boy activities.
Oh, see, that was me. Even today, I hang with the boys.
For real?
Yeah.
See, my girl cousins in Louisiana, I spent summers with.
Ah.
That was something different. You know what I'm saying? But that's crazy.
And I love it. I tell them all the
My
time.
girl cousins would have kind of hung out. Maybe I would have more female friends now.
See, and that's now the other girls, they provided the female friends. They knew it. Don't do that.
Yeah.
No, not over here because I don't want to hear about it.
So what high school you went to?
Wall trip.
Oh, Lord.
Still ain't Booker T. Washington.
Go rounds. You'll be all right. We're on the corner.
Big HSCP.
How was Wall Trip?
Wall Trip was a time. I honestly say my high school years were probably better than my college years, and I had a time at PV. It was never a dull moment. It literally was like the movies, like them little movies, them teen love. It was like that. You got this fight here. You got this person go with this person. You got this person go with somebody at a different school. They done pulled up. You got so many groups of people that really it was a big gumbo. Yeah. Everybody meshed with everybody. You had the goth kids, you got the goody two-shoe kids, you got the athletes, you got the kids, from your block, you got the kids that you play Little League something with.
So it was Schoolhouse Rock.
Man, listen. And the teachers was cool. Every now and then you had that one teacher that was annoying. Like this one lady, I ain't gonna say her name, but this one lady, she came from our middle school and started teaching at the high school. And my brother was so mad because he had to have that lady again.
Dang, that's cold.
Yeah, I had her senior year, but she understood, I'm not my brother.
Yeah. Yeah. See, it's crazy. I've never skipped nor...
I was thinking the same thing. I was going to ask her, what is Wild Trip?
I had no girlfriend or nothing that went to Wild Trip, and I went to Shipley's almost every morning.
Oh, I don't know what to tell you.
Know anything about the North Side?
Ella Shipley's.
Shipley's on Ella.
Yes,
so that's where Wild Trip is at?
Right behind it. Well, across.
I only know one person, I think, that said they went to Wild Trip.
Donuts gonna be fresh every time. And back in the day, you used to get a bag full of donut holes.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yes.
Like for real.
To the brim.
So y'all used to skip at the Shipley's?
Oh, no, we didn't have to skip at the Shipley's. You just go to Shipley's. Yeah. Jack in the Box is right there, so we take the track. You go to Jack in the Box right there. If you're feeling a little fancy, you walk a little further down. You're going to go to the taco truck at the car wash. Then you got Burger King, you got Popeyes, you got McDonald's. Yeah.
So why you never took me to Wild Trip? I used to skip him. He was
I used to skip.
He had the car.
I never really skipped that Wild Trip.
Yeah, we was at Booker T though.
Yeah.
I was in gym.
The Wild Trip.
I was in gym. It was cool to Mr. Keys was working. That Mr. Keys is working with my mama.
That Victor Keys did.
Boy, Victor Keys called my mama.
Like
I heard of Mr. Keys, but I ain't never meet him.
Yeah, he was Mr. Clark for real. He was Mr. And see, he was my AP when I was in elementary, and he worked with my mama. So he was like,
"Oh, your mama was a teacher."
My mama still is. He was like, "I thought you were at the Wild Trip." I was like, "Well, y'all gotta go." I already knew when I got home. So he was like, "Mr. Keys say seen you today." I was like, "No, we're on a field trip."
Nah, for real. I remember he come with that whistle.
Yep.
Man.
Yep.
to go.
Yep.
Time to go. For
Yep.
real. No games played.
He did not play.
So you grew up with a mom that was a teacher. How was that?
Man, if Johnny had 2 apples. See, I had it cool because I was a straight A kid. I made straight A's all the way through. My brothers, they was lazy. They had the potential, but they was lazy. So, you know, my brother that's right under me, we was just talking about this the other day with his girlfriend because she went through our trip too. And he was like, he used to be mad when I get in the car with my report card.
Mm-hmm.
I'm an athlete. She gotta sign this report card. That ain't my problem. You ain't do what you was supposed to do. And this fool, I would never forget. He erased. That's when you can erase it real good off the paper. He erased his stuff and wrote it with a pencil. And my mama bought it until she had to call it later. And we was laughing at that. I'm like, she was slow. But then, you know, I too used to forge her name on field trips and stuff. Cause we didn't have time. She was too busy in the mornings.
Days.
So did you grow up in like a single parent household or mom and dad?
So my parents were not together, but I had a step parent. So we always, and my stepdad, our families were close just growing up because he's also from Acres Home, but they didn't start dating until we was in high school.
Dang, so wait, Acres Home don't even date outside Acres Home?
No, I do. I'm the 1 percentile. Yeah, that's too close.
I mean, but that's your comfort zone. Oftentimes, it's hard for us to step outside our.
It is, but by me being one of the boys, I know these foods.
Yeah.
So you grew up with your stepdad and with your mom.
And so like both of my parents have been married to the same people, so I had the privilege of having double, two parents.
You had 4 parents.
I had 4 parents, and that was a good thing and a bad thing. Because when one, and they stuck together too. So I'm like, yo. But my dad, he used to make sure his route was by my house, so I got to see my dad every day. Even now, if he catch me at his home, he be like, "Baby girl, I'm on call." I'm like, "Here I come." So it was pretty cool. Even though for the most part she was a single parent up until she did get married, because she had us day for day. And my younger brothers and I don't have the same dad, so that was that absentee. So a lot of frustration came from that, and I'm the oldest. And here we go. It's gonna come to me, hands down. But it really wasn't as bad as I probably thought it was then. Like that's one thing that I did tell her when I got to the age of like now she, I'm at that age. I'm like, yo, I understand. We didn't give you as much grace because you was winging it. She really did a good job considering.
Yeah.
But it's and I'm sure my kids, now that they're older, they see it, but I'm sure when they were younger, they didn't understand why I did a lot of things either.
Right.
So yeah, we can't complain if we want to. I mean, there was a lot of things that she could have done better. Like I'm a more present parent. Like I was telling y'all earlier, I don't miss a game. I don't miss a choir, nothing. I don't miss Little League, nothing. She was like, she still do. My mom be outside. So now we never miss school. It didn't matter if she came home at 3 a.m. We was on time for school. She was on time for work. She drink a Coke. That's it. She good. But I would have loved to see her at more things that we did, instead of her delegating it to somebody else. Like she would delegate it to my grandmother, my stepmom, my aunt, whoever. Right. It would have been great for her to be there. And that was one of the hard conversations we had as an adult, because to her, she didn't she like, somebody was there. I'm like, yo, I just wanted my mama. I wanted my mama.
Did she explain why it was that way?
Okay.
Like, did she have an answer to it?
No, she just wanted to be outside.
So with the experiences like that, right? 2 blended families, you know what I mean? Growing up with multiple siblings, did that shape your perception when you grown to be an adult and being in relationships? Oh,
absolutely. The hardest part that was with me being in relationships was I wasn't affectionate because my mother wasn't affectionate. So she'll tell you she love you, but it's like, it kind of felt like a routine. It wasn't genuine. It was genuine, but she had a hard exterior because she had some other things that she had to work out that we later found out. But when you grow up like that, and then I'm already a tomboy, it was like, Hugging, no, I don't want to kiss, So it was just like it was very difficult because some men thought I wasn't interested in them, and that wasn't the case. It's just that wasn't the way I displayed my affection.
So physical touch is not one of your love languages.
It has become.
Okay.
It took a long time, but it has slowly weaned its way there. Like sometimes, I still kind of jump a little bit. But it also too, with that being instead, I mean, we're just gonna have the hard conversation. I also was a molestation victim. It wasn't my mom's husband, the one she was with the longest. It was the one prior to him. So I had a lot of things that I carried, and so in my head, I'm like, yo. Like my high school boyfriend had a rough. He really did.
So that's a whole
So
lot.
that was like the lack of affection was almost like a self-protection type.
Absolutely. Which is, to be honest, that's why I had straight A's. I just pour, even now, that's my coping strategy. I'm gonna pour myself into my work. I'm gonna just tunnel it out. And so my oldest son, we were talking about just comparing childhoods, different things, and he was like, Ma, you don't remember this? My uncle said da-da-da. And I'm like, no. And when we started thinking about time periods, that time period from 10 to 14, I like blocked out. Like mentally, just because that's when it was going on. I just blocked it out.
Oh, multiple occasions by the same person?
Yeah. It was like almost a daily occurrence.
Wow.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah.
And for me, telling my mom, because I told her, I didn't tell her until I was 16. So,
real quick question: what made you wait? Because I'm a police officer, and a lot of times we get there, and it'd be like 10-year-old stuff, and we trying to unpack something that's 10 years.
For me, it was the threat to harm my mom and my siblings. So it was like, hey, if you do this, then this. So what I did was I would get clever. I would, Blockbuster was a thing. And every week we got to rent a movie. So I would start renting movies that was geared to that kind of stuff. So I'm not going to verbally say something, but I'm finna say something. And then, my mom, she noticed different things. Like she noticed because I'm an outside kid. I don't want to go outside. I want to stay under my covers, or he'll be like, you can get on the phone. And then I get on the phone and he'll be like, he'll call my mama or wake her up and be like, she on the phone and I'm on punish. But if you telling me as the other parent I can get on the phone, I'm thinking my mom know this. And so now I'm back on punish. With that being said, I can't go anywhere. So where am I under your rule and thumb? Because my mama finna go out. And so to him, that was his give back. Instead of him having that conversation with his wife, like, yo, I don't like you doing this and that. It was just crazy. I think the most wildest part of that whole fiasco was he had a daughter. That tripped me out. Like, you got a whole daughter that comes over here. Like,
so was she a victim too, or
we never had the conversation? I seriously doubt it. Like, to be honest, I seriously doubt it. I feel like what he did was personal. Now, what I did do was tell my brother that was younger than me, because at the time we shared a room. So he knew, like, when I'm getting up in the middle of the night, that's what's going on. And so we just try a little dumb stuff, try to poison the man. We tried to poison him with spray starch, though. Yeah.
I don't want to laugh.
And then it was crazy because my brother was like, well, maybe we should use bleach. And I'm like, no, because then he going to be stuck at home with us. It was like spring break and stuff. He go to work.
Bleach.
Yeah, well, no, and I started thinking about just different things like being a girl in a home as a black girl. They ain't gonna believe me. I'm gonna go to jail. So it was just so. Then I'm like, if I go, who gonna take care of my brothers?
You thought you would go to jail? For
yeah, I did.
Really? And why would you think that someone wouldn't believe you?
That's just the stigma. That's literally the stigma, which is how I ended up being into child mental health.
Right.
Because that's the stigma, and it's more common than y'all think. Like in terms of the kids thinking that way.
Wow.
And
trust me, I know, I see it, but as much as I want to help people, the outcries don't be there. And then when they do come out, a lot of people don't get what they deserve because of the time frame and the evidence. And if it's immediate, it's a lot of evidence that's there.
Right.
But the longer it go, the harder it is to prosecute somebody for that crime that they committed.
I deal with the kids on the back end after they've had
everything
like that. So they come to me and you have a kid that's 14, 15 years old, still, you know what I'm saying, urinating on themselves, you know what I'm saying? It's
Mm-hmm.
like a protection mechanism because if they're to do that,
It's
the
less
predator
attractive.
won't be attracted to them. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? So you'll be like, dang, bro, like, what's wrong? Why you supposed to be potty trained at this point? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But they not knowing psychologically that's the reason why they're doing it. And it's crazy. Like she said, it's more prevalent than you would want to know.
It is. And it's really it's unfortunate. He did end up getting prosecuted.
For your situation.
Well, from my mom. So when they divorced and left, that was right before my 14th birthday. He ended up kidnapping her and she was gone for 3 days.
That's crazy.
3 days. And when she ended up escaping, he had locked her in his apartment. She ended up escaping and she was so disfigured. It was crazy. And I remember I had so much resentment to where, like, prior to me actually laying eyes on her, when I heard about it, because of course my grandmother didn't really tell my brothers at the time. They were still younger, but she told me. And I'm like, man, I don't want to go here, you know, because in my head, I'm like, yo, you let me go through this. I knew you knew something was wrong. And when I saw her, it was a whole, like, all that ill will just said, ugh. And now I was ready to go to war.
Well, see, he followed through on his promise, so that really made you feel some type of
Yeah.
since you done did this, now I'm gonna tell on you.
Yeah. And so she ended up, while they were doing her case, it took them so long. It literally was right before freshman year I started at PV. And it was my birthday. And for the longest, people didn't understand why I didn't like my birthday. Because every year on my birthday, the DA would call and say, he wants to come up for this. And why are you calling me? No, don't call me no more. Right. And so it's wild. You know, he still has to register as a sex offender. I've seen him like just out randomly. It's been about maybe 10 years since I've seen him, but there was a period I saw him at the most random places at the most random time. I'm freaking out because, of course, you know, I ended up getting diagnosed with PTSD, had anxiety out the roof. And it was just like the last encounter we had, he actually had me wrapped up in a sheet. I could feel a barrel to my head. And for whatever reason, he didn't.
A gun?
What? Yes. He was like, I'm finna take you up out of here because you finna tell. And listen, like I always, that was something that I wrestled with. Why didn't I shoot? Because he gave me the gun. He was like, I don't deserve to live. I'm sorry for everything I did to you. And
so what was all the family, what was people at around this time?
Doing
I know you spoke about having a big family, close-knit family, and everybody together, but it's a lot. By this time he
had successfully isolated us to the point to where I wasn't even going to see my dad on weekends. My dad was coming there. And my dad is he a real chill dude. My dad from Temple. He real chill. So he not finna go back and forth. My mom, you know, baby mama say crazy, some of them. So my mom was that crazy baby mama. So he like, I ain't finna argue. Later say, all right, she can't come. But not knowing, you know, like, yo, this is why she can't come, because I know for a fact my dad would have stepped in. And, you know, my older brothers, my oldest brother who was an adult at the time, he lived in Temple. So there's nothing he can do. And by this time he's incarcerated. He did a 13-year bid. So there's nothing he can do. What I'm supposed to do, write him? Right. So it was, yeah. And I used to wrestle with that thought, like, why didn't I? And he just like laid on me and cried like a baby. And I think what irritated me the most out of that is after that, he decided to rape me one last time. After all that. So I'd be like, why didn't you just pop him? And so I used to be like, you know, when I find him, I'm going to do this and that, but
so
peace.
One thing I want to kind of get a better understanding of, like, okay, with your mother relationship and considering knowing this was going on, like, did you feel like she didn't love you because she was still going outside?
Yeah, I did. I felt like whatever was out there was more important than us. And we later learned, because she dealt with alcoholism. Once we learned her upbringing was similar to mine. Okay. The difference is she told and they didn't believe her. So I personally feel like, and you know, her and I, we've talked about this, like we are super close now. But you can still tell there is some kind of a wall there.
Right.
And me being in mental health, I don't push it because I don't know what that's going to do to her. But I feel that she may have had an inclination and she just couldn't handle it. She didn't want to believe it. Like, it's no way I let this happen to my kid. And I do feel like in some instances she may have felt like she failed. So in that regard, but and you can tell by how she is a grandparent, because she's a grandparent, like, no, like, they ain't doing this, they ain't going here, no, they can't do, you know, and it was like, wow, you know, that's the things we wanted. But I used to blame her. I used to press the issue. I used to tell her all the time, like, especially with my oldest son, you can't make up for what you didn't do with us, with him. But I understood too, that's her way of healing. I gotta let her. Like, who am I to tell her, you know what I mean, not to do this and that?
I can't right my wrongs with my children, but I can do that with my
yeah. And when I have friends who go through it with their parents when it comes to their children. I don't. My dad, my mom, my stepmom, my stepdad, they step behind mine.
That seemed to be a common thing, especially in our community, the urban community,
yes,
because a lot of parents fail with their own children, but they have that chance to, like you say, maybe not rewrite their wrongs, but they can put this into it. But what I think too is, when it's your direct responsibility, it's different to where when you can just pick up the grandkid, like you can manage it from a distance.
Yes.
But I also had a conversation with a close friend about sacrifices and obligations. I'm more of a sacrificing type of person, because basically what you're explaining is a lot of people, like, they feel obligated to do things.
Yep.
And he's more of an obligated person, meaning as a parent, I'm obligated to pay bills. I'm obligated to do this. And some people stop right there.
Right.
They're like, oh, if I got a house for you, you got clothes, you got food, you got shelter, then I did my part as a parent.
Yes.
But no, I'm gonna push it past that. I'm gonna make the sacrifices to go to all your games, as many as I can. I'm gonna make the sacrifices. Some people don't get so far because the sacrificing side, it takes a little more than just the obligation side. And so that's where, as your mother, I feel like mentally, she did her obligations.
Yeah.
Can't say she was a bad parent. You had your her commitments.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't say a person is a bad parent if they provide things for you, but also the obligations, it's like you don't get no hand clap for that.
That's it.
No disrespect to nobody, but you don't get a hand clap for having kids and doing what the world or society say that you should do for
Absolutely.
them. That's why a lot of cases go unnoticed too, because even with you being in the field, all of us being in the field, one thing we do know is even when CPS come out, the lights work.
Yep, the water work. Yep.
You know what I'm saying? We don't got to take these kids, but look, they don't care about how dirty the house is. They don't care about all of this other stuff. That's what
the main things about the neglect that we look over. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Kind of overshadow because you're taking care of the child.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Providing for them financially.
Yep.
And one thing that I know, you know, from my own experiences, you know what I'm saying, like, financial things really don't matter to a kid.
It does not.
It doesn't matter.
It
like,
does not.
The time that I want you to spend with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I always talk about how my father would spend time with me, play, you know what I'm saying, go to games and find time. You know, like your mother, my mother wasn't as the most affectionate mother, you know what I'm saying? But maybe she has her own traumas that we have not, you know what I'm saying, surface, and I still love my mother, you know what I mean? I call my mother at least every 2-3 days, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Just to check in, you know what I mean? Talk a whole hour on the way to work. But it's just people's paradigms, you know what I'm saying, shape them as an individual when they grow old.
Yep.
And that's why I wanted to ask you, like, with your children, is that why you're super mom? You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Game and stuff like that.
Absolutely. Because my kids, as you stated, kids do not care you know, what you buy. I'm fortunate I don't have kids that are super needy when it comes to materialistic things. But that matters. Like especially with my boys. I've watched he'll be 16, my baby boy. He'll to me because I always thought he was a daddy's boy. So he knows I'm gonna come to the game, and his dad now freed up his schedule to where he come to a lot more stuff. So, but when I would never forget this one game. I had trouble getting to all his games because I got 3 high schoolers now. So when freshmen play, sometimes it's not conducive because his sister playing volleyball and I got to go over here. So we would divide and conquer. And this one game, I had something going on. I was like, you know what? I'm going to just go to the game. And I went, and he was out there, and they was kind of saying, he was kind of like just having like a rough day. And he turned around and he looked and saw me. He was like, that made my day. I was like, it mattered. I ain't think it would have mattered. It mattered.
It matters.
It mattered. And he was just smiling the whole rest of the day.
Because like what a lot of parents fail to realize with daughters and fathers and mothers with sons,
Mm-hmm.
you're the first love of the opposite sex.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm learning how to nurture and nature that relationship
Yep.
going forward. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a weird dynamic, but you learn the physical touch. You learn the affectionate hugs and you know, social cues and stuff like that. Like, okay, all right, I see that made her a little upset, so I know I'm not gonna do that. So when you see that later on in your relationships as you grow older with your mate, it's like, okay, I can see she getting a little bit upset. So I'm gonna scale back a little bit and kind of tap on it a little bit later.
And that's true. And see, my kids are super affectionate. So because their dad was affectionate.
Okay.
And so my kids are literally I learned that from them. Like they, even now, everybody bigger than me, but they don't have no problem come crawling in my bed. 0 zilch, especially that little boy. That little 15-year-old, I always say he's my sweetest kid. He's also the only one I planned, but he gets on everybody's nerves and he enjoys it. He looks forward to irritating you. But if I'm pulling up, like when I get home, if I'm getting home late, he gonna come downstairs. He finna get my bag out the car. He finna ask me, did I eat? He finna call me all day and just hang up the phone. He know I hate FaceTiming, but he's gonna do it. He's gonna FaceTime me, and when I pick up, he's gonna take a screenshot and laugh and hang up. Like that's just his thing, you know? And so I always joke with him and I'll be like, yo, I know you staying home forever. He be like, yeah.
One thing, it sounds like he's gonna make someone a very happy woman.
Oh, he's gonna be a great husband. Both of them are really. The oldest one, he a sucker for love. We always tell him that. But he's real. He's not as vocal about his needs, but that younger one, he is. And my girls, like, I just feel for they men because they know what they want. They don't have no problem telling you where you went wrong. They gonna hold you accountable. They're not weak by far.
Right.
They've adopted my line because I used to always tell me, and I don't have daddy issues. And now, you know, I heard my 14-year-old tell somebody that the other day. I'm like, yo, I gotta stop saying that.
I'm going through the same thing in my house.
Man, it is wild in there.
Yeah. So social media hasn't really just kind of molded their mindset.
You know what? They are very strong when it comes to social media.
Okay.
It surprises me. Like,
do you think it's because of your parenting or what? Because my children the same way. They don't. Social media don't persuade them.
Yeah, I think it is. But I really can't take all the credit. Their daddy as a drill sergeant. But he has a very interesting way of teaching them lessons. Like, we don't have to whoop our children. We don't. We're very fortunate we don't. But he'll do stuff like, you know, my daughter had went outside late one night. So he's like, oh, you like to be outside at night? I'm finna come get you. And he's from Lakewood. So
Lakewood.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Yeah.
He throw it up, but I want to throw my Lakewood sign up, but you know, professional, keep it P.
Yeah, so he had her go, you know, he had her walk in Lakewood Park in the dark, find your way home. He said, I'm gonna give you 3 tools. You want a knife, you want a flashlight, and I forgot what the other thing was. And she chose the flashlight. And so she was like, Daddy really was gonna leave me out there. He was like, yeah, but she was smart enough to listen to his footsteps as he left because he never told her to wait until I leave. So soon as he started going, she started going. I was like, girl, you gonna make it. She was like, Mom, I was scared. I said, yeah, you won't be outside no more past night. Look a lot different in my neighborhood, don't it? Like, you know, little stuff like that. Them boys get in trouble. All right, cool. Let's get out here on this obstacle course. The man got a whole obstacle course in his backyard. Like he don't play, and it teaches them things. And what we have been the biggest thing is listening to your own mind, following your own thing. Because our kids have, that oldest one especially, he has Superman syndrome. They gon' help the underdog. They don't care. They don't have to know you. And sometimes it puts him in situations, you know, like he'll go fight for somebody. You can't do that. And he's like, but why? And then I'm like, yeah, I get it. Your heart is in the right place. But guess what? The consequence is going to fall on you. Because you, at this point, it is on purpose. That person is defending.
Right.
You're not.
Right.
You got to, and he hates it. And especially now, like I tell him, like, you're 18. So now there's a different conversation. Yeah. There's jail. There's jail for you, buddy.
Yeah. I hate when and it's like off you saying.
You feel bad, don't you? Stop taking them kids to jail, man.
And I have to take somebody because they was helping, but I'm like, okay, these two people was fighting, and then you came and stabbed.
You can't do that.
You can't do that, bro. Or you done pistol whipped this person that was getting beat up. You come and pistol whip the person. Like, man, you can't. Or sometimes you get involved with the domestic stuff, and now you helping these people, and they gonna get back together, but now you got to go to jail.
I tell them all the time, we don't get in domestic disputes. Mind your business.
And see, I kind of want to go back to like the social media thing, right? And kind of segue off into the adult part of it. Do you think it's possible to cheat on your mate with the phone screen?
Yeah, really? I do. Because so me and my fiance, we are super open and transparent. Like everything is on the table. If it's something I can't show him, or like how he's sitting right here, if I can't scroll whatever I'm doing, I gotta hide it. That automatically indicates something ain't right.
Let me ask you this. See,
go ahead. I'm listening.
This really okay. Would you get mad at him for liking latest pictures on the ground? No,
because he know he right now he want to go dig up Tupac. He know Tupac and Chris Brown, non-negotiable. I'm like, you ain't got to worry about nobody else. But if Breezy called, just one day, I'll be back. I'm going to come back.
So hold on, wait a minute.
So you going to pay the $1,000 to take the pictures?
Oh, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that.
So what if he liking all the pictures and throwing fruit on them too?
See, throwing fruit is crazy.
Hard eye emojis. You know?
Yeah, no. See, when you get to making comments, you said a like. When there's a comment, because I don't comment. When there's a comment, we got a problem. But see, you have to know him. He's not he real stiff. Like he rude. Yeah. Like don't tell him good morning type rude. Like he be like, yeah. Like we had went out, one of my friends had a party and I was showing him the videos and it was a video of my friends twerking. He got so mad. He was like, y'all want to see that? I'm like, I'm trying to get to the point. Like he like that. Like he really, and it's funny because, we are getting married. And so his dad always be joking, talking about, you going to be the one with the cold feet. I be like, yeah, because I'm on this man's second girlfriend. That's a lot of pressure. Bruh, he don't play. Like the girlfriend he had was his kid's mama, and he was even saying, because I asked them, we had this conversation the other day, I was like, so you never cheated on her? Because I knew she cheated on him. We talk about that all the time. She's even talking about it. But he was like, man, let me tell you, my cheating was, he was like, I emotionally cheat. Like I just dry hair conversations with girls and then they calling me gay because I don't want to do nothing. So now I'm like, so you really just never did nothing? He like, no. And I'm like, yo.
So it's emotionally cheating? Is that, how did that work? Is that a thing?
Yeah, like
it come from neglect.
It's literally, and that's for him, that's what it was. And he was like he had it to where she didn't have to work. He like, I just asked you one thing, make sure my kid's straight. house straight.
Yeah.
You get whatever you want, and you going out here because you mad because I'm working. So I was like, well, did you ever? Because they also since high school, you know.
Right.
So I'm like, well, did you ever look at it from that perspective? Like there was more you needed to do, and he was like, that's the thing. I did all that and it still wasn't enough. And he was like, so when I got older, I was like, man, I ain't doing all that, yada, yada, yada. And I was like, that's crazy.
So it was like you're there, but you're not there.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
It's a routine.
I'm having that conversation with somebody the other day in a situation similar to that. Like he there, but not there.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how does that work? And they've been married for a long time.
You know,
Like,
some people, like me and my ex-husband, we sleep in separate rooms.
Whoa.
Yeah. And on outside that door, we was Barack and Michelle. We get home, don't touch me, don't go to your room.
Dang.
It was a different dynamic. We never was boyfriend and girlfriend. We was just cool. And my daddy was like, what y'all doing? Then here come a baby. And it was just like, blah, blah, blah. It wasn't a formal proposal.
Nobody
It was
outside
crazy.
of y'all, nobody knew that. Like
Not at the
family
time.
didn't know that at the time. So y'all were just keeping.
And we'll be so mad when somebody want to spend the night. Because now we
So like, what do you call it? Like, is that
That was arranged.
a partnership?
Yeah, that was a conglomerate. That's what I used to call it. It was a merger.
What was the real name for it?
That's my name for it. It was a merger, like a business.
Man.
But one thing,
So
like,
for people in that situation, because I know a lot of people.
yeah.
Because me and my
Yeah.
wife just got out of counseling. We realized we don't really hate each other that much.
Y'all
Like,
don't.
we
It's the
good.
problem. It's not y'all. It's just maybe somebody can communicate they need.
Yeah.
Maybe somebody like right now, our conversation is with me and my fiance is the hardest thing was him thinking like if I asked for a Dr. Pepper, he's bringing me a 12-pack of something. But I just wanted the 20 ounce. I ain't asked you for
That's
all
what she
that.
said. She's like, you be doing too much.
Yeah, like
He just want to make sure.
and that's the thing. But see, you can't love me in your love language. You gotta love me in
That's why
mine.
I had to read that book. The Language
Yeah,
of Love.
like so here maybe I didn't give him that book. So his
helps.
thing is words of affirmation.
Okay.
Like that's his thing.
Right.
Like that's his thing. That's not my thing because I know I at one point had a mouthpiece. So I'm only listening to half you say, but let me see what you got going on.
Are you familiar with the book?
No, but we're finna go get it.
It's a book.
A great book.
Is it?
It really helped.
And he loves to read, so that's
I'm
right
telling
up
so me and because I started when me and my wife was going through our situation and we thought it was really, really bad. We went to counseling and then one of the counselors told us about the book. And now I'm looking, I'm like, our stuff ain't that bad, but my heart goes out to other people because some people are really in a situation like what you were saying. It's nothing you can do. It's just
Yeah, see.
it's there. But that book really helped me because I didn't know what my love language was. And I didn't know what hers was, and she didn't know. So we both trying to figure. Now that we understand, I know
It works
what
better.
to do in these situations, and it's a good book. And I definitely
See, and that's what people see. Like me and my ex-husband, we joke all the time. We siblings. Like when we date other people, it's a big family. He have another child. I have another child. He gets my child, and vice versa. Like we don't have no issues. And people are like, "Why y'all didn't work?" We be like, "That's why it worked." Because we knew early on, like if it was up to him, we would still be together living like that. Because in his head, he just wanted his children to grow up a certain way.
Right.
He wanted to make sure nothing happened to his kids.
Right.
But once I got him out of that, because we did the therapy, but we knew going in, we knew it was Sheila and you ever seen Why I Get Married?
Yeah.
We was Sheila and Mike. We really was. Like he was mean, but he was mean because he knew he didn't want to be with me in that aspect and vice versa. But here we are. Now we got kids. Let's try to figure it out. And it was just a bunch of And for the longest, like by the end of it, he really tried to fight. But I had to let him know, don't waste your fight on me because I know my mind is made up.
You already checked that.
Yeah, I had been checked out.
What
And-
day I was into it.
Yeah, I mean, it was
Listen, man, I don't get that because like,
it's crazy, right?
Nah, I mean, okay, I understand. You know what I'm saying? Like people process information differently, right? And if I have a dispute with you, you know, okay, yeah, I give you a day or two. You know what I'm saying? But months on top of months, hey, we need to address this. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna say one of my love languages is physical touch, and I'm gonna say acts of service. I'm a very busy person. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like, don't go buying me no gifts because I buy my own gifts. I buy
Yes.
shoes all day.
Yes.
Yeah, like okay, yeah, I'm gonna be appreciative.
Right.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I
Right.
appreciate it, but this ain't something I need. Help me along the way. You know what I'm saying? Like take care of some business that you know I don't get a chance to take care of.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like that touches me the most. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I mean, but you definitely need to check it out. I think it's acts of service, words of affirmation, receiving gifts, quality touch. I mean, quality time, excuse me. Physical touch.
Yep.
And
I think it's only 5.
It's only
only
5.
five.
Mm-hmm.
And see, mine I learned is physical, it's touching, and words of affirmation. Tell me I'm.
See, that's my fiance.
Yeah, tell me I'm that guy. Like we literally had a whole argument because I asked her, baby, tell me I'm that guy. But I said
Yeah, we know what you said.
and she like,
I'm not saying that.
and what?
That's only
And I was drunk too. Like,
Oh yeah.
I was not happy.
because I already feel like that anyway.
See?
What I do feel like I want my woman to be my safe haven when I come home after I've been battling the world.
Yes.
I guess I take that like you got this. Don't worry about that. You know
Yes.
what I'm saying? You know you Timothy.
Yeah.
You know
Yes.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You need that
And
push.
let me go on here. Okay, bet. I'm ready to put my super.
Yeah,
back
you
on.
ready.
Then I go in the mirror and I get to talking to myself. You know you Timothy.
Hey, it's like NASCAR. You on the racetrack. I just need these wheels put back on.
Yeah.
Give me
I'm
a
back
little
on the
pit
road.
stop. I got the
You
rest.
got the rest. Yeah. See,
Yeah.
and that was the hardest time. Like I said, to get my fiance to understand that because he's like, he don't understand. I say this all the time and I tell you this all the time. And I'm like, yeah, that's cool. But quality time and acts of service. And we had to even break down quality time because he's a full-time dad. I'm a full-time mom. And so we don't live together. So what we started doing was weekends, we'll merge the kids so it's not weird when everybody do live together. And this is great. But I had to remind him, who are we outside of super mom and super dad? That's not quality time because I'm still being a mama. You still being a daddy.
Right.
Where is this? And you know, we go places. He be like, but yeah, when your friend had this, I go, yeah, that's not the same.
No.
Because you're going because we have an obligation to my friend
Right.
or my organization or whatever we're doing. Like, I'm cool if we just sit in this driveway and we just like, he hates me sitting in the car. That is my self-care.
Oh, you do that too?
Oh, I love it.
Bro, I swear my
He
wife
gets
really-
so mad.
She
I
like
can sit in the car on my phone just.
I be
scrolling.
working. I be doing all kind of stuff. And the other day, he really sat with me. We was we was dissecting music. And he was like, this cool. I said, and guess what this is? Quality time.
Oh, you a car sitter too?
Would think I ain't one.
Man, it's-
See, and the reason why I am, no. And I have a whole reason behind it because that was the only time I had me time. You know what I'm saying? Growing up,
Yes.
you know, I'm a pearl me one, you know what I'm saying?
Oh.
Take me one to the face. You know
Got
what
you.
I'm saying? Like
Yes.
that was my me time because I can go in my car and go anywhere.
Yes.
Got you.
Go sit in the
Yes.
park, go sit in the parking lot.
Yes.
Do me.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Gather my thoughts and then proceed into the world.
Yeah, because I know when I get in this house, I got to be somebody mama. I don't get the luxury of whatever I'm dealing with. 2, if my energy ain't right, my house is my sanctuary. Like, everybody can't come there. Everybody not coming in the door. Whatever you got going on, you better leave it on that porch. And if I'm not right, I have to sit and let whatever that is go because at this point, I know somebody wants something.
Right.
Somebody just want to look at me. And depending on how aged I am, I don't even want you to look at me. I just want to go to my room and lay down.
And see, that's crazy. Like, cause I've had ladies that I've dated.
Tell you that, huh?
Yeah, like
Man.
I really just want to look at you. I be just looking. They be like, "What's wrong with you?"
My dude, that irritates
I want to
me.
look at you like,
Cause why?
what you mean? Like,
Yeah.
you look good. Like, I'm like, man, I got me a cold piece of something right here. You feel me? Like,
Nah, my wife be like, why you looking at me weird? I'm like, just looking.
That be
can't
me.
look.
I'm literally admiring your features, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, dang, she got a cute little old nose. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm actually,
I'm gonna have a meeting with the women. We're gonna get it together, y'all.
please
Because
do.
that irritates. I know that irritates me. I be like, what? You like, what you mean? You look good. I be like, you said that. He be like, damn, I can't look.
Yeah, I'm just
I'm like, you looking, but you looking. Like, what's up?
Well, I think women are failing to realize, you know what I'm saying? Men are aesthetic creatures.
Yes, we forget.
saying?
We do
Like,
forget.
That's what. That's the initial attraction. You know what I'm saying? We looking at your facial features. We looking at your body. We looking to see, okay, yeah, I'm ready to reproduce with that.
Oh my God.
Yep.
That's what we were placed on this earth.
Oh, I
for.
know. This man has named 3 children we don't have.
Look, listen, I got about 3-4 names in the vote.
See what I'm saying?
And I
I'm like,
ain't
when
even
did
met her
men just start like just be like, yo, we haven't like men have baby fever more than women now. Even my homeboy, yes. Even my homeboys, like it's crazy. I'm like, yo. And the thing is I have a lot of friends that don't have kids, ironically. But the ones that do, all our kids are self-sufficient. And I just be looking at him and he be like, yeah, like I know he want a son and he want to name him Titan. And I had sent him a picture of this little baby my cousin had yesterday. I was like, look at this little boy. He just pinched me and took over and he told me, oh, that's Titan, huh? Wait, how we get to that? I'm trying to show you this lady. Don't worry about it. I ain't seeing you no more babies. He all day, he be like, Titan this, Titan that. And you know, they be like, who is Titan? I be like, nobody.
See.
Yeah, like
I think that's a beautiful thing, but it's crazy how, you know, a lot of people talk bad about Kevin Samuels before he passed away. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think we actually took the time to pay attention to the message that he was trying to put out.
yeah. I think it
his
was
delivery.
Yeah, it was his delivery, but it was also some of his constituents. Because, you know, some men, like, it irritates me when a man asks me what I bring to the table. Because why are we even having that conversation? You approaching me, you saw something. So why are we even having this conversation at this big age?
I think he did that with women on the show for entertainment.
No, I'm talking about just men in general. Like, these are personal.
You actually had men ask you, what are you
you
bringing
serious?
to the table?
I just dropped my Instagram. And you let me know what you could do. Cause who? And
What
the
you
whole
bringing to the
conversations about 50-50, this and this, whatever works for you, works for you. If that man say his wife ain't working and he gonna pay 100%, that is not for you to tell him he a sucker. That is if he say she can go on 100 trips and he gonna fund them, that's not you to call her a gold digger. You don't know their situation. That works from you. Right. If you want your girl to pay half the bills, half the bills. Listen, anybody that's been with me know one thing I'm gonna do is get some money. Point blank period. Ask my ex-husband, the man told me stay home, and I stay home, all right. I made sure I had a job that when he was home, I was already done for the day. And I messed around and left the boys at the daycare. He was like, where the boys at? I was like, oh, my mama got them. He was like, during the week, your mama ain't got them boys. Where them boys at? And I tell him, all right, look, I went and got a job. He was so mad, but my whole thing is I was raised by women who were independent. And it wasn't that I didn't want my husband to be a husband. I just didn't want him to fall. And now we got to figure it out. That's more burden. And I don't have time for that.
I can definitely dig that. But the thing of it is, no man doesn't want to feel needed.
I need you for other things. I can't reach the top of the fridge.
Okay, all right.
I don't. Man, I just told my dad the other day, because when you remember we had the little freeze, the recent one that really didn't happen. And I told my daddy, I was like, I feel some kind of way that you ain't calling check on me. And he was like, well, you finna have a husband now. I said, but I don't got one yet. What you mean? Like, no.
He got to
call your man.
What he did, though, he ended up, he was like, man, me and the kids coming over there. He ain't know how to light that fireplace. Him and my son was using lighter fluid. I was like, we finna die. Why y'all put lighter fluid in the fireplace? But it really, like, and that's the thing. That was probably one of the other things I struggled with, because I had been single for so long, and now I'm having somebody that I know I'm finna be cohabitating with. And so I would like, you know, the thing was just him holding the door. Him taking my bag out the car. I'm like, man, I can carry my own bag.
But see,
But have you ever ran away from a situation where a person was like helping you out or leaning, you know what I'm saying?
No, I didn't because I'm a daddy's girl. So I knew it coming there. I missed staying with my daddy, and I knew my car was gonna be warm. I knew he was gonna call me like, meet me at the gas station. I miss those things. I have those things now, with my spouse when he's there. But it did take a while to get adjusted to, because I took offense. Like, I could do this, and he was like, yeah, but that's what I'm here for.
Yeah.
And so, we do too much sometimes.
I've dated females, and I've literally had to tell them, like, I don't think you should be getting gas in the middle of the night. Like,
Oh, I got that bad.
no, don't do that.
I don't know more, but I got that
See,
bad.
my wife used to go get ice. I'm like, what? I know it's only one place, and right now they got it, and I need ice. I'm like, it's 1 a.m.
Oh yeah, no, she don't need
See,
that.
like, when you come with me, I'm like, man. So I started going with them. I'm not. You got it, man. I'm not finna go.
That's
like,
how we get you.
she's like, I'm gonna go. It's either you gonna go with me or not. I'm like, all right, man.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna go with you. I mean, sure, I'm gonna be tired sitting in the car.
See, that's my fiance.
It become repetitive.
I just want to know you're safe.
That's it.
You know
I
what I'm
gave her a
saying?
gun. Hey, put it in your lap.
Yeah.
You'll be all right.
And see, and now so we have this thing where we do share locations. So now he be like,
Share location.
yeah, we do. It's cool because number one,
I ain't got to that point in my life.
Hey,
look,
I'm
I
glad
just
ain't
got
even
here.
to that point. I'm like,
I done
baby,
had everybody location. This is the first time a man has had it. Now my girls got it. This first time a man has had it. My kids don't even
oh,
got
you
it.
making a good step forward.
Man,
then.
I'm so grown. I love it here.
Yeah.
But
Go.
he'll be like, because one, he has that fear of, because I am a late night person. Like 9 o'clock, that man going to bed. He ain't finna play with me. He finna go to bed.
Be up early.
Yeah, he do be up early. And he be like, dog, how do you go to bed at 3 and be up for 6? Like nothing. I'm like, I don't know, I'm a robot. But so his fear is something happening, because he know, one, his biggest thing is he know I'm finna sit in the car.
Yeah.
I could be at the gas, like, I'm finna sit in that car.
Why
And
y'all do that? I swear
it's
this is exactly
therapeutic.
I call her and I be like, where you at? At the gas station? Doing what? Just sitting in the car?
Sometimes I people watch too.
Go do that at the park in the daytime.
It's not the same.
Oh,
Man, let me tell you, like, it be the craziest stuff happen. Like, one time this dude, him and his girl was arguing. This dude threw her keys on top of the gas station thing on the roof. She was like, I hate you. And he drove off. I'm like, yo,
And
how
you
this
just
lady
sitting in the car?
Yeah. I'm like, how she finna get her keys? I'm telling
But then
you.
y'all wonder how y'all end up in situations. Like, my wife be like, why am I always doing? Because you just be doing random
No, like
stuff.
you said, I'm strapped. I got law enforcement brothers, and one thing they know, I'm finna call. I'm calling that constable. Depending on what day it is, I'm calling HPD or I'm calling that trooper. One of them is up, or they got somebody watching me. Because one of they homeboys, he be like, your sister just ran through that toll. You know she owed tolls. I'm like, bro, mind your business. I gotta go to court.
There you go.
Now, we've talked about attention from your mate.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Showing attention to your children.
Mm-hmm.
What about attention to self?
Oh, so yes. That is something I've recently done for like I've been consistent probably the last 8 months. My self-care is always food. I go eat by myself. I go to the movies by myself.
You said that, my stomach just growled.
I'm telling you. I go and get my nails done, my hair done, tattoos. I started incorporating that. Like yesterday, for the first time in probably years, I literally didn't even get out of my bed till 2 p.m, which is unheard of. My cousin just joked today, because of course, like I told y'all, people got my location. She was like, it's 4:30 and you at home? I said, I ain't gonna be here for long. I got somewhere to be for 6. She was like, that's cool. That's progress. Because I am a road runner, and I'm always doing things for other people, and I do neglect myself. And it really I had to go to the hospital for a month a couple years ago. I have blood clots. Yeah, like your body would tell you, I ain't have no choice. So from that moment, I was like, yeah, nah. Because it took 6 people to do my job that I do every day. Yeah, my ex-husband, he had to move in my house for the week. He was like, bro, I can't be driving back and forth. I'm like, yeah, you understand. Yeah. So when I call you and tell you somebody ain't clean their room, don't tell me you'll get to it. It's pertinent, because I'm about to dive on them. No. He understood. And so, everybody kind of started, rallying. And now my fiance, he pull in. Like, he go pick up kids when he can, but he live way in Manville. So our way. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
I mean, you gotta keep your star player in tune, like
Yeah.
for real. I mean, because I can't show you no love that I don't have for myself already.
That's
Yep.
The
true.
love I give to you is just an extension of what I already
And
have.
it's crazy because even with the title, when you say "Does neglect kill love?" I bet most people won't even think about the love they have for themselves.
Right?
They don't.
For real.
They don't.
Because I mean, we already talked about it. Like kids spell love Time. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? And people's within their relationships is the same way. So why wouldn't you think that you need to spend time with yourself? You know what I'm saying? Get to know you because you got to know your triggers. You got like you wondering why you popping off on everybody. Dang, hold up. I need to get some rest. I haven't had no rest in a few
Yep.
days. You know what I'm saying? Like those things get to coming out in other ways. So we definitely have to pay attention to those things. Y'all out there, viewers, please, please
Yes.
take care of your family, take care of your mate, take care of
Yes.
yourself, most importantly. For real, for real. So, Miss Cookie, this has been a great episode.
Thank
I
you for
promise you, I
having
know it's been
me.
so many little nuggets that people can take with them. But is there any additional comments or any little cliches that you want to give to the public and let them know?
I would say that you are never too old to learn. You are never too old to grow. And I know therapy is taboo, but it really is essential. I would say get somebody that identifies with you. For me, I always encourage men to get a male therapist because it doesn't matter how proficient we are in that field. I can't tell you how to be a man. I don't know what you're feeling as a man. And so I would definitely encourage everybody, like you said, to do some type of self-care and start recognizing your triggers. Date yourself. Figure out what those things are because it could be a smell, it could be a scent. It is something. And you're not crazy. If you feel it, you're not crazy. It is a thing. So, yep, that's it.
Please make sure you give them your handles.
Oh, yes. So follow me Instagram, Miss Cookie, MZCOOKIEBABIE. Yeah, it's all kind of stuff on there. Facebook is Danielle Gordon. I have a Twitter, but I don't really use it. But it is Miss Cookie, baby. I just kind of troll politicians on my Twitter.
Tell them about your podcast. They need to follow that too.
Of course, you gotta follow the 30 Plus podcast. Life, love, and lessons after 30. We walk so you didn't run. We not your mamas and your dads. We're your big cousins. We're trying to prevent Gen Z. That's for you. Tap in.
For real, for real, for real, for real. Drew, you got something?
Let's see. We done talked about so much today. Let's see what we got going on. Just different people perspectives, man. Through this whole journey, I guess what I've been learning lately is, man, just understanding other people. We all have our own views and our own visions. Because one thing I've been noticing too, is I kind of been taking a break on social media a little bit because it done got so clustered and crowded. Because I find myself doing more of reading the comments. One day I didn't even look at the video. I just started reading the comments. And I'm like, what am I doing? I don't even know what the video is. And I'm stuck there, but it's so many opinions. At the end of the day, just respect everybody's ideas and opinions. Just because you feel a certain kind of way or you want stuff to go a certain kind of way, your right is not all the time somebody else right. Because one thing that she said today, like just even her and her mother having that wall because she started learning that maybe she went through something that I can't even recognize, or even if I went through the same thing, I don't even know how she was able to heal with it. So let's just respect this wall right here and move forward. Yeah. And that was, very powerful. I don't know if y'all caught that, Jim, when it was, but it hit me. And I say, yeah, that's her, not him. That's her. She dropped it. Your turn.
I think everyone should use their five senses, you know what I mean?
That's good.
Sight, hear, touch, taste, you know what I mean? Because these are the things that will let you know about your person about yourself, you know what I'm saying? Because we need to adhere to our triggers and also others as well. You know what I'm saying? Because you might be doing something in a situation that makes a person feel triggered, but if you're not paying attention, you won't necessarily know. You know what I'm saying? That's a part of neglect right there. You already know I'm gonna get upset every time you say this. You know what I'm saying? So if you notice, okay, let's try and avoid that situation unless you want to take it there. Because I mean, some people just with it and they gonna go with it.
But
With
this
they
take me
move.
through there. Take me through there.
Hey, well,
we not going,
twin.
twin. I'm not going, twin.
Hey, put the GPS on.
Yeah, you got to remove yourself from them kind of people.
Nah, for real, for real. I mean, adhere to, you know what I'm saying? If a person says that they need time to process, you know what I'm saying? Like, your process may be a little bit different from theirs, but I think even with them processing, you know, there still should be some form of communication.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? I think that's monumental, you know. So with that being said, this has been another episode of Quick Conversation with King Drew Millions. It's your boy, Mr. Quick.
And I'm King Drew Millions, and we appreciate you, Miss Cookie, for
You're
coming through.
welcome.
Yeah, and we out.